right there is where we left off. Now the next thing he does is one of the coolest Big Bill licks. It's also one that I'm not sure exactly what he's doing or how he's doing it. And if there's anyone out there who knows this, please tell me, because I'd like to know what he's doing. He does a little lick like this. That's out of C, and that's that same bend on the 4th fret of the 2nd string and the open E. So he's just bending back and forth up to the 1st fret, 2nd string. And he throws another one in there quickly. And while he's doing this, he's hitting on the muted C bass. What I'm not sure of is, does he hold the chord somehow and play that like that, or does he just take his finger off and hit the muted bass? I don't know. It's easier to not try to make that chord and get that bass note in there. So I just play it like this. Like that. So it's like this. One more time. Thump it on that bass right there with my hand, muting. Then he goes to that C chord, to a C7th chord. So he's hitting the 1st string, 3rd fret, and he's just hitting the 2 strings in the C chord to the C7th. So let me do that again. So he just plays that C7th, holds out a little longer. Now another part that's kind of hard, and I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. He goes to an F chord, but he's still playing this little run. But he's playing it a little bit differently. What he's doing is bending this, but then he's hitting the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And what I'm not sure of is he getting the bass string up here with the F chord, or once again is he just muting it, muting the E string, or who knows. But you figure out which way you want to play it. But the treble strings, you can figure that out. He's going that little play on the chord there. And then he does another cool little run here. Whoops, blew that one. Do it again. So what he's doing this. 4th fret, same old bend. Open G string, that's the one I kept missing. Then ending up on the C chord. So real slow one time. This is out of the G chord, so I got my thumb on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Back to the C chord. And then he does a real cool little lick to lead into the next verse. And this is a double stop. You got your 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, 3rd finger, ring finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So he's sliding into that double stop to the C chord, to the G chord. Just like that. Let me play that part of the song all the way through slowly. This is by far the toughest part of the song. The rest of it is fairly simple. So if you can get this part, figure it out, get it to sound the way you want it, you're in business here. Ready? Whoops, blew that one. you got the idea. Okay, if I totally confused you on that, I might re-record this. But let's move on to the next part of the song, which is my favorite part of the song to play. So after he wraps that verse up, then he goes into a little single string run. And that's very simple to play. He's going down to the C chord, playing the C note. He always gives a little snap. Then he's going back up to that little C run. Which you hear in so many of Big Bill's songs. And then back to that double stop. He's hitting the 1st string, 5th fret, 6th fret. Little pause in the song. I like to keep the beat on the guitar to keep the time there. So let's do that again. And then he goes back to the F chord part of the song. Then he uses a little bass run, which is typical in many of Big Bill's songs. And what he's doing, he's making a C shape basically with his 2nd finger and his ring finger. So he's got the fingers, he's got his 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and he's going back and forth. And he's hitting the D string open twice. And he's going up to the 1st fret. And he's coming down on the 5th string, 1st fret, 2nd fret, open D string. So it's like this. Oops. And he's alternating the picking with his thumb and his finger. He's not just picking one or the other, he's rolling them together. And that allows you to play that faster. Now if you have picks on, you can get more of a snapping percussive sound. I like to use bare fingers once again because it just gives me more control. Then he goes to the 6th string, 3rd fret, 4th fret, open, A string. So it's like this. He's going back to that same lick on the 4th string with the open E string. Then he's going to the 1st string, or 2nd fret, 1st fret, 2nd string. That little run. He's going open, 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string. Then he does a little turnaround in C. This is a popular ragtime thing. He's going C chord, C 7th chord, F chord. So it's like this. C chord, C 7th chord, F chord. That is an A flat 7th, I think. Back to the C. So here it is from the bass run.